All right, boys and girls, with me I have from Potato Esports. We got with us a Couchy. So, first off, congratulations on the 2-0 over your opponents. I
Thank
mean,
you.
you guys looked really good, especially in that second game.
Yeah, we were pretty confident going into it. We feel like we're the better players, so well-deserved win.
Now, the first game, were you guys worried at all since they had picked the racing team that if anything went south that they would just get themselves a giant immortal?
That's always the risk on BOE, but we had some comfort picks,
Mhm.
and we knew that late game we would probably scale really well, so we just needed to hold on. Like, gave up the first couple immortals, but we were pretty confident still.
Yeah, at the end there, it was just basically stacking up multiple kills, one after the other. Now,
Yeah, like threes just popped off on Tychus too, so that always helps.
yeah, aside from going Rambo into enemy territory, otherwise he looked insane.
Oh yeah, no, I actually reported him for that.
So I gotta ask, when he did that, did he actually say in comms that he was doing that? Like, what was actually the comms like for it?
Well, like he said he was doing it, but by the time he said that, he was like already there. So we're just like, okay. And then I was thinking maybe I'll back him out, but I just left.
I mean, that's technically was the smarter thing to do is just leave. And at that point, he even popped on out from the bush to try and 1v5.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he actually almost killed Ming, but he missed his nade, so his fault.
Yeah. So BOE was your map pick. Is it a kind of map that you feel a lot of teams are not well versed in? Or is it just more so you guys practice this map enough that you feel it's just a very strong map for you guys to pull out on opponents?
Um, we don't really do scrims or anything. We just play like in this league for fun.
Hmm?
Um, and honestly, we feel like our best map is Infernal Shrines, and we've gone there and played there like so many times that this week we just decided to ban it and like try something completely different.
Nice. Well, obviously, it worked out for you guys there. Um, even if it BOE is not a regular map you guys played on, it probably is not a regular map other teams play on either.
Yeah, true.
So, game two, would you define that game with the word perfect, or would you define it with exceptionally legendary?
It was pretty good. I got Phoenix, so it was pretty free.
I mean, in general, it wasn't even Threesis who put out that much damage. It was you on the Phoenix who put out pretty much all the damage, despite also the fact that they had literally no way to counter Threesis.
Yeah, well, their draft was just kind of bad in that game, and that's like all it really was.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, the hammer was a pretty good pick. There's no way they're getting onto that hero.
Now, is that a draft you guys have practiced before, or is it just kind of like you said, you guys don't scrim, so just kind of have have like the skill necessary to execute that comp and know exactly how to macro it.
Um, I think we're just like good enough players that we can kind of figure out how to do it.
Mhm.
Freezus really likes Sergeant Hammer, even though we're all not really big fans. So he just kind of like locked it in, even though we were telling him to pick Li Ming. But yeah,
I,
I think they pick Hammer a lot in Korea, and he
mhm.
wants to be cool like them. So there's that.
I do think it was actually a fantastic pick overall. Like when it was all said and done, they just had no way to deal with it. He just was able to cheese bottom, and then if a fox set up in a great position to actually prevent the rotation early, and you got a significant lead as a team right off that.
Oh yeah, yeah. They didn't even like go down to stop him, so that kind of just snowballed the lead.
Yeah, things seemed to go out of control really quickly when the game was 4-6 at that point.
Yeah.
Now, who does the shot calling for you guys or drafting, or is it kind of like an anarchy system since you guys are more so just like a group of players who are playing in the league for fun?
Um, I think our drafting is like usually me and Threesis
Mhm.
picking. But like everyone provides their opinion. Shot calling is probably Threesis and maybe a little bit Infofox because like as the tank player, it helps to know what he's doing. But I think like our like big macro plays are usually from like Threesis's calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, did you report threes as once again AFK non-participation in team draft after the hammer?
Oh no. I
Okay.
think like one report was enough.
So, ooh, sorry, just had a weird little thing happen there. Um, now, do you guys feel like this division is going to be yours? Are you going to go all the way in the playoffs?
Yeah, probably. I feel like we should have been put in the other division, but I tanked my MMR like really badly at the beginning of the season in Hero League, so I got like put into this one instead. But I feel like in general, we're probably the best players in this division, so we expect to stomp everyone.
Bold words, and I definitely want to see if you guys can do it. And after that last game, it definitely shows that you guys have what it takes to win the entire heroic division. I feel like if a team can go 0 deaths, win a game in basically 11 minutes, and be ultra dominant like that, you definitely have the skill necessary for it.
Yeah.
So before we go, I'd like to give you the floor to do any shout outs.
Uh, Shout outs to my team. Uh, Shout outs to VCR player for not responding to my messages after he said he'd join our team. Uh, Shout outs to you for doing the cast and Nexus Gaming series for hosting this.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the time for the interview. And once again, congratulations and best of luck for your future games and your, it sounds like, inevitable playoffs and potentially your inevitable championship victory in Heroic Division 2.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, dude.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yep. See ya.
All right, guys. We have another game coming up in roughly 15 minutes. I'm going to double check the time on the schedule.